Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
All right, folks, welcome to another beautiful evening here in Pensacola, Florida at Ashton Brosnaham Stadium, where your Pelicans, Pensacola FC, kicks off the playoff run, taking on the visitors from Mississippi, Gaffa FC. Pensacola has come in top of the league with a 9-1 record, and as such has earned the right to host throughout the playoffs, and hopefully they get off on the right foot tonight. We have got another just beautiful evening, as so many previous evenings have been. The temperature is warm but not unbearable. We have a nice breeze. The pitch is in great shape again, and I think the Pelicans are primed and ready to take on the visitors from Gaffa. Pelicans finished the season in emphatic form, toasting the visitors from Sowegans 11-0. So that's the kind of performance you really like to have as you head into the playoffs, and we'll hope that it continues and carries over tonight. A lot of familiar faces for the Pelicans. One new face, number 16, Campbell Young, in the middle of the park. Marcus Pereira, a late scratch. Ooh, a nasty little foul there, is just really uncalled for. Little kick out, and Captain Michael Lightborn is down on the pitch. He's not getting up right away. That is not how we want to see things start. Let's see what's happening here. Referee apparently not watching the game at this point, and just says, let's get on with it. Well, let's hope for better from everyone on the pitch, players and referee going forward. All right, Pensacola gets the ball started. So as I was saying, we've got Campbell Young, first time on the pitch for the Pelicans this season, stepping in, big shoes to fill for Marcus Pereira, who's been a standout for the Pelicans all season long. So see how that gets going. But otherwise, the midfield is familiar faces with Axel Gravel and Nacho Miranda. And that's Nacho on the ball now. Nacho with the ball again, coming up the right side. Nacho will send the ball across. That ball will get all the way through to Balin Young. Young drops it back. Oh, Gravel. That one was headed to the back of the net. And an early warning sign from the Pelicans as they cut through the Gaffa defense with relative ease.
Morgan Stanley, the Kelly Group.
Just a well-placed foot of a Gaffa defender keeps the score from being 1-0 inside the first 2 minutes. If you're joining us on the stream, thanks for tuning in as always. Love to have your comments, so drop us a comment. Let us know where you're checking in from. That corner kick swung in. No one from Pensacola on the end of that one. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Maybe give us a prediction, a shout out. We love fan interaction, both in stadium and out. And don't forget, of course, to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for joining us tonight. Bocce will swing it back. Pelicans will reset through Ribeiro. He'll find Young. Young getting a couple easy touches on the ball early on. Looks like Gaffa sitting pretty deep here, well inside their own half. Bocce goes by one. Gaffa player grabs him and then looks surprised when he gets a foul called on him. Elsewhere in the Gulf Coast Division of the League for Clubs, we've got Tallahassee taking on Union 10 in the other conference semifinal. Lightburn swings that ball in. Gravel goes for the spectacular with the overhead kick. Doesn't quite connect, but just an indication there of the skill of Axel Gravel. So, yeah, the other game, I'm not sure. They may have had an earlier kickoff, as a matter of fact. I need to check the score if that's the case, but Union 10 and Tallahassee Soccer Club battling to take on the winner of tonight's match between the Pelicans and Gaffa. That match will be played either Saturday or Sunday, depending on the outcome. Young wins the header for the Pelicans. Young again up to Lightburn. Lightburn again in that, basically that false nine role for the Pelicans. Worked very well against Sowegans, where Lightburn had a worldy goal. Got him the player of the match. Yep, turnover there from the Pelicans as Machado's pass is cut out. Gaff on the ball. Balin Young anticipates well, and he's in. Young cuts one. Young beats another one. Back to the other Young. There's two Youngs now. I had to check myself for a second. Campbell Young. Campbell Young on the ball here. Campbell plays the ball in. Ball's headed out by Gaffa defender. Nacho out to Sai. Back to Nacho. Tries to find Fontenot. Pelicans regain possession. They'll swing back through Bo. Over to Zhao. Out to Machado. Campbell Young on the ball. Pelicans patient. Swinging the ball from left to right. Ribeiro's pass is not a good one. Leads to a counterattack. Gabby way out of his goal. Shows some composure there. Bocce finds Sai Fontenot to Campbell Young. Campbell sprays it out to Machado. Machado's touch a little loose. Balin Young on the ball. Back to Young to Young. He'll switch out to Bocce. Bocce just a little too far, and Gaffa with the ball here. Pelicans regain possession. Nacho to Axel. Tries to return to Nacho. Fontenot picks up a loose ball. Axel. Swings out to Machado. Machado beats one. Machado plays out to Balin Young. Balin Young will whip that one in. Back post! Oh, what a ball from Balin Young. Put it on a platter for Sai Fontenot, whose touch is just a little not what he wanted there, as that ball was sent in with pace. The striker's delight, you might call that one. Just needed to be directed on goal. And I don't think the keeper's making the save there. So, heck of a ball from Balin Young. Fontenot will be itching for another chance to kind of make up for that one. Pelicans looking dangerous, though, here in the first early minutes of the game. A couple of golden opportunities already. Gravel will win the header. Lightburn. Young to Young. Machado on the overlap. Ribeiro will find Nacho. Pelicans reset. Ribeiro with the big switch. Bocce's touch. Intercepted, but Gaffa will send it into touch. Throw in Pensacola. Got a text. It looks like the game down the road in Daphne between Union and Tallahassee is going into overtime. A battle. Early going in this game, and Pensacola's on the front foot with the majority of possession and having created a couple of great chances, but no conversions yet. And we all know, we've witnessed firsthand what happens when you don't convert your chances and you allow the other team to hang in and hang around. We don't want to see that happen again. Young beats one, beats two. Looking for someone to connect to. Nobody home. We'll play back to Machado. We'll go to Campbell Young. Into Nacho. Nacho maybe going to try his chances. He lets one go. Gets the rebound. There's Bocce. You got all 11 Gaffa players well inside their own third. There's Nacho. Nacho's touch will get away from him and go out for a goal kick to Gaffa.
Goal kick.
Gaffa definitely sitting deep, defending compactly. Want to give a big shout out to our special game day sponsors, Blue Property Management and SVN. They're over enjoying the VIP accommodations of the SEC building. Your group can also enjoy those accommodations, food, beverage, and first-class seats for a Pelicans match. Young beats one. Back to Campbell Young. He'll go out to Machado. Machado will find Axel Gravel. Axel lays it back. That ball, Lightburn. Ball was clearly blocked out by the Gaffa defender, but referee doesn't see it. A couple times he hasn't seen what's happened on the field. But again, we're all just in the early stages of the game. So, goal kick to Gaffa. Another good chance, though, for the Pelicans. That's 3. Nothing to show for it, though. Ball sent long. Gets over Campbell Young. But he fights and wins it back. We'll play back to Bo. Bo will go back to Gabby, and the press stops. Gaffa will retreat back into their shape. They look like they're pretty deep, actually. So I think the plan seems to be we're going to hit on the counter and maybe get a goal that way. Fontenot trying to combine with Bocce, but that ball sent too long and into another goal kick for Gaffa. Thirteenth minute here at Ashton Brosnaham Stadium. Score still tied at 0-0. Gravel does a good job of winning that loose ball and giving Pelicans possession. We'll attack down through Balin Young. Balin looking for Campbell Young. His pass is a little off the mark. Gaffa with possession. Miranda pokes it away, but Gaffa still with possession. Pelicans looking to press. They create the turnover. Campbell Young in the middle of the park. Restart. Here's Ribeiro. Find Balin Young. Young's got his defender on an island. Looks to take him on. Gets inside. Good ball in there to Axel Gravel. Pelicans. A lot of attacks coming down this left side. And now they switch over to the right, just to prove me wrong. Ball played into Mikey Lightbourne. Back out to Bocce. Bocce out to Miranda. Back to Bocce. Bocce into Fontenot. Fontenot looking to turn. He'll lay it out wide to Miranda. Miranda will get his cross in. Nobody home, though, for the Pelicans. Campbell Young will pick up the ball. He'll fire one, and that's a banger, folks! The new addition to the Pelicans, Campbell Young, picks up the ball in midfield. He's got one thing on his mind, and that's putting the ball in the back of the net. And that's exactly what he does, folks. What a banger.
Campbell Young.
Welcome to the team, Mr. Young. Update from the Tallahassee Union 10 match, still tied with 10 minutes left. A couple of check-ins from the chat here. Thanks, Drew. Edward Acolo from Jefferson City, Missouri. Like that check-in. Thank you, sir. We've got our Tally podcasters, obviously monitoring the game. Over in Daphne. Balin Young with the big switch there. That ball's going to find its... Oh, I thought it was. Good idea. Ball just a little too long for Fontenot. Pelicans up early here, 1-0 on just a banger of a goal from the new addition, Campbell Young. Hope you guys saw that one. Looked like everybody jumped straight up there to me, but apparently that was a foul on the Pelicans. Free kick, Gaffa. Yes, indeed. R says, Vamos, Campbell. You got it. Vamos. Gaffa sends the ball. That's a good ball, actually. Long ball down the left channel. That ball gets past Bocce. First attack for Gaffa. They win a throw-in deep in the Pelicans' third here. See if number 5 for Gaffa, maybe he's got a long throw. He's loosening up his arms. I'm anticipating a long throw here. We'll see. Gabby comes out and punches that one, but it goes out for a corner. Kind of climbed through and went through his own player there. Miranda a little slow to get up, but he's okay.
Another corner kick brought to you as always by Morgan Stanley, the Kelly Group, helping clients reach their financial goals for over 25 years.
R says, welcome back, Campbell Young. Indeed, it is welcome back, as Campbell was on the Pelicans a couple seasons ago. And Edward Acolo says, my brother's a center back with a strap wrist for Pensacola. That's cool, man. I'm glad you're tuning in from Missouri, watching your bro. Bo, one of my favorites. Here comes Gabby with the punch again. A little something behind the play as Ribeiro's down on the ground. I had to say I wasn't watching, so maybe one of you guys saw what happened there, but I see Ribeiro on the ground. Players definitely excited as if there were some off-the-ball shenanigans. Not what we want to see here, folks. Second time we've seen a Pensacola player off the ball put on the ground. I don't know if anybody out there saw what happened there, but I did not. See if I can see it on the stream. No, I cannot.
We were like I pull up and it was 0-0 and I get out of the car and
Referee reaching into his back pocket. And that's a red card after consulting with his AR. Looks like somebody did something naughty and he is sent off. Number 5 for Gaffa is instructed to leave the field, and Gaffa will be playing with 10 men from the 20-minute mark here in the first half. Gaffa player staying on the field and arguing.
Red card.
Again, I didn't see what happened there, but referee spoke with his linesman, who presumably got a look at what's happening. And Gaffa will be playing a man down with a good 3/4 of the game to go. Well, I hope that the game doesn't get chippy from here. Last thing anybody wants. These guys are all playing hard, and nobody wants to see anybody getting injured here. So, all right, we're going to play some soccer again. Campbell Young sends that ball deep, but nobody home there for Pensacola. So, Edward, you're Aaron's brother. That's cool, man. Thanks for tuning in. Got a text saying, where is Gaffa from? Gaffa is from Mississippi. Good to see Ribeiro up and doing okay. See how the game changes, if at all, from here, as Pelicans are up a man now. Bocce will find Machado out wide. Machado back to Campbell Young. Campbell Young into Axel Gravel. He'll beat one. Gravel sends it across. Blocked out for a corner to the Pelicans.
That's a Pelicans corner kick. Brought to you by Morgan Stanley and the Kelly Group.
Tally talk. Let me know what's happening over there in Daphne. Give me an update on the game. I don't know if we've gone to penalties or what, but let me know. Lightburn sends that one in. Bocce had an opportunity there. Didn't really commit to the header, though.
Okay.
Goal kick, Gaffa. And get the ball started. Pensacola trying to make things interesting. Back pass Gets away from Gabby, and he's chasing the ball towards his own goal. It's the closest thing to a shot on goal we've seen for the other team. Pensacola would do well to move the ball quickly now. Make the 10-man Gaffa team chase a little bit, tire them out. Ball played into Lightburn. Bocce to Campbell Young, out to Machado. Machado with space. They've got 2-on-1 here on the left side. Sends the ball back post. Oh! That one troubled the keeper. He sort of shaped up for a cross, and I think the keeper was expecting the same. The ball was heading to the upper corner, and he ends up making a heck of a save, really. Comments on the chat here. 1-1 in the 95th minute in Daphne. Sounds like a good match over there. Young beats one again. Touch gets away, though. Swept out. Ribeiro picks up the ball. Ribeiro out to Machado. Campbell Young. Pelicans picked up a few new players. They signing deadline was, oh, good ball in there. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Fontenot with the near post run, flashing across the keeper. Keeper comes for the ball on a kind of driven ball, and that's one of those ones where if Fontenot touches any part of the ball, that's in the back of the net. Keeper is literally frozen.
Opportunity to thank our great sponsors for the 2025 season once again. Our primary 2025 main kit sponsor, Ailstock, Witkin, Crease, and Overholt's billions recovered for clients across the nation. Thanks also to Hancock Whitney, your dream, our expertise, let's build it together. Smart Bank, where we build exceptional value for all of our clients. STOA Architects, elevating your vision through collaborative design. Thanks as well to SGP Advisors. Visit Pensacola. Make the most out of your stay. Explore things to do in Pensacola at visitpensacola.com/things-to-do. Swell marketing that makes waves. Aero Air Charter, love at first flight, #fly with Aero. Seville Quarter, 7 rooms of fun, 7 days a week in downtown Pensacola. Blue CPM and SVN Southland, and Skillmasters, actionable data for player development. And as a gentle reminder, concession stand still open, plenty of time to get any sort of beverage, both the spirited and non-spirited type. Don't forget those noisemaker cups, Pelican burgers, and any number of other wonderful options at the concession stand.
I wrote it. Because ever the church. And that was it. That was the charge. I did. And I go to this attorney wherever he has to set up the recorder and all this stuff.
Drew asked whether players from our academy team can change to the regular team during the season. They cannot, because we were in the same league. That was one of the changes. If we were in different leagues, the ball gets cut out. They could do that, but they cannot this year.
And then that was it. And then they fled out the next day. It didn't even go. It didn't even go to trial. I got on the plane.
All right, there we go. Got some juice from my phone, so I can keep going.
Had I known they were spirits, I would have charged them with
So after the hibernation break, teams are back at it.
it was good stuff.
Gaffa fighting the uphill battle, down one and down a man. Jeez.
You don't already know the answer.
The player left a foot in there. Sends Fontenot flying. And a yellow card to the Gaffa player for slowing the game down. Something you're just not allowed to do, folks. I mean, free kick if you stand in front of the ball and intentionally delay the restart, that is a yellow card by the laws of the game. No, it is not always enforced consistently, but that is the rule. Yeah, Drew comments that the Academy kids played great on Saturday. Oh, my goodness. Big whack there. Nacho rides that tackle. And they did. The Academy boys finished their season on a high note, getting the win on the road. Good season for the Academy, both Academy teams on the men's and women's side. The women's side, the Academy girls ended up finishing second in their conference, right behind the senior ladies. Academy men end up finishing third in their half of the division, or excuse me, of the conference. Just behind this Gaffa team, as a matter of fact. Gaffa doing well to keep the score at 1-0. Actually enjoying a little possession here. Surprised the Pelicans aren't pressing a bit more with their man advantage. We'll switch it. Keeping possession here. Going from right to left and left to right. Pensacola. Okay, letting Gaffa have the ball deep in their own third. Pretty easy connection there through the midfield for Pensacola. Like to see Coach Logan get. Oh, that ball's picked off, and this is an opportunity for Captain Mikey Lightborn. He'll find Axel Gravel. Gravel looking to connect with Balin Young, but the pass gets cut out. Fontenot finds Gravel. Gravel turns, beats one, and the tackle, sliding tackle, comes in, takes down Gravel, and that'll be free kick Pensacola. Gaffa players can't believe it, because they thought it was a clean one. Dangerous free kick, though, here for the Pelicans. See, it looks like Campbell, Young, and Mikey Lightborn on the ball. This looks like Young. Young will send it low. Wall does its job. Lightburn cuts it back. Ah, nobody home. Nice ball. Bocce. He'll drive. Oof. Big touch by Bocce. Gets away, and Gaffa will intercept, but they send the ball into touch, and Pensacola will get the throw. So far, 34 minutes in, it's just Campbell Young's banger of a goal separating the teams, despite Pensacola having the majority of possession and a clear majority of good chances and a man up. So if you're a Gaffa fan, you're actually pretty pleased, I think, with at least the outcome of the game at this point. Here's Young through the middle. He'll beat one. Ball on his left foot. Not the deadly strike that we saw off his right foot.
Goal kick.
He'll want that one back, as he had some nifty footwork to beat one and really put himself in a prime scoring position, but not able to convert. Gaffa will send the ball down their left side, intercepted by Bocci. Ball played into Nacho. Nacho. Axel. Out to Balin Young. Young outside the right foot. And Gaffa keeper says, "Thank you very much. I'll take that." Ribeiro wins the header for Pensacola. Ribeiro will swing through Boateng, through Young, and out to Bocci. Into Fontenot. His touch is loose, and Fontenot does a nice job of battling back. Ball will end up in the hands of the Gaffa keeper, who take his time. Miranda's pass cut out. Machado to Young. Fontenot will find Machado. Machado's touch is loose. Ball bouncing around. Pensacola take it back in, and they'll restart. We'll find Young out here on the left, and he'll go to Balin Young. The young to young connection. Younger. I don't know. I need a snappy phrase to describe young to young. Fontenot tries to beat his man, but ball's blocked out. Throw for the Pelicans. Bocci to Gravel. Gravel back post to Balin Young. Balin Young just doesn't connect. Wow, another big chance for the Pelicans. That's 4. Young will try to make amends here. And he's not able to beat his defender. Throw in Pelicans. Wow. What a great ball that was. Young just needed to make a little bit better connection, and that one is in the back of the net. Ball played into Gravel. Gravel will turn. Corner for Pensacola. Looks like Lightburn coming out to take it. We'll see Ribeiro heading into the box. Ribeiro, prime target for these corners. Here comes Bo as well. Ball sent back post. Bo sends it in the middle. Machado goes for the hero goal, but his connection or his strike is not what he was looking for, and that ball sails harmlessly over the goal for a goal kick to Gaffa. Drew letting us know that the lack of light is going to be a problem in Daphne soon. It is definitely dusk, and Yeah, if they don't have any lights, that's a problem. Oh, Union 10 with the goal to go up 2-1 in the 105th minute. Wow. Wow, sounds like a barn burner of a game. There's about 5 minutes left, so Tallahassee will be on the full press, looking to tie it up and get to penalty kicks at this point. Here, the score remains 1-0 to the Pelicans. Gaffa will send that one long. Ribeiro battling. Gaffa, attacker, does a nice job. But Ribeiro is a tough man to beat one-on-one. Pensacola turning the ball over, though. Cross sent deep. Nobody home for Gaffa, and Bocce will usher it out. Pensacola playing through the middle. A little casual, though. I like to see the Pelicans increase the intensity here as they've taken their foot off the gas a little bit. Some of the sharpness and intensity that we saw earlier in the game is missing now. And again, this is where you look for your senior players to recognize that, and that's good. That's what, just maybe they're listening to me, because right on cue, Bocce steps up, and that ball's into Young. What a save, and the rebound. Lightburn puts it in. I was about to say the Gaffa keeper just with an unbelievable save, and it was. But Lightburn there for the tap-in follow. You won't have an easier goal than that, Michael Lightburn. He'll say, thank you very much, Mr. Young. Right on cue, right when I was saying the Pelicans needed to increase the intensity, we saw exactly that as Bocce comes flying through the middle to win what wasn't even a 50-50 ball. He starts the counterattack, and it's two passes. Balin Young with a fine-looking shot. Gaffa keeper with a better save, but unable to direct the ball out of the path of unmarked Michael Lightbarn, who tucks it away, and the Pelicans go on top, 2-0. Just what the doctor ordered. It's the Pelicans, as I was saying, just were kind of just sitting back. But maybe that'll be the spark that brings some more. We'd like to see this game put out of reach and allow for Coach Logan to, rotate some players. There's a couple other new players on the Pelican squad that I was starting to say earlier. Got a couple of new signees join us before the signee deadline. All sent in. Ribeiro will head it out. We've got Reston, I struggled with his name last time, Kambambala. He was a starter in our last game. He did a great job in a kind of a 6 role and an 8 role. And in addition to him, we've got new keeper Elijah Lacey, and also joining the team, Sebastian Ruiz Hurst. We'll probably see him on the field at some point tonight. Guys are joining from California. I just met them this past weekend. Excited to see what they can bring to this Pelicans team. One of the things about these summer leagues, and this is true for all the teams, a lot of these players are college players, and every program has kind of different schedules, and coaches have different preferences about when their players need to be reporting back, and then there's just life stuff that happens too. So all these summer teams, you get a good bit of player. Ball whipped across. No. Lightburn. Corner kick, Pelicans. You get a good bit of player turnover, especially as it gets later into the year. Always a challenge from a management and coaching standpoint. You don't really know what you're going to have, but Coach Logan's done a fine job of filling some gaps as Pelicans have lost some key players from earlier in the season. Bruno Marquez, one of our forwards, Dudu Pampolini, Kenta Yagi, he's gone, and others as well. Lightburn will play this one back to Campbell Young, Young to Machado. And we'll switch out to Balin Young. Oh, great ball. Oh, my goodness. Balin Young, the beautiful cross, and gravel with the whiff, unmarked, and he snaps, but doesn't get his head on it. Balin Young has been supplying some great balls today. Hasn't got his name on the score sheet, but certainly a danger maker and player creator. Last 30 seconds of regulation time here. Pelicans holding on to their 2-0 lead. Maybe look for one more before the time runs out here in the first half. I expect we'll have a few minutes of stoppage time as we had an injury and had a couple goals. Good ball in there for Lightburn. He's charging through. Lightburn looks to beat one. Lightburn slips. I didn't see much in it there. I didn't see much, but another chance here. Lightburn stayed down, I think, maybe looking for the call, but looked like he slipped. Even though I'd like the call, but I call it as I see it, folks. I call it as I see it. Gaffa will switch up the left side, intercepted by Young. Young to Young. Excuse me. There's Balin Young. He'll send it back to Campbell Young. Excuse me. And ball will go out for.
That's another corner kick brought to you by Morgan Stanley, the Kelly Group.
Even as messed up as the revival was, right?
Perhaps the last chance of the first half here for the Pelicans will come off the foot of Captain Michael Lightburn, off the corner. You've got, last one was sent deep. You've got Bo and Zhao, two big men in the box. Let's see if he can find the head of one of these guys. That ball, oh, wow. What a nice ball. Nice flat ball. Those are...
Goal kick.
That's the kind of service that you'd love to see. As an attacker, you just get any little touch on the ball. You don't have to generate the power. The ball goes into the back of the net if you can get a clean touch on it. Goal kick for Gaffa here as we're in stoppage time. Crowd continues to filter in. We've got a nice crowd out here tonight watching this first playoff game between your Pelicans and the visitors Gaffa from Mississippi. Ribeiro will switch that one across to Bocci, and they'll attack down the right. Bocci through the middle into an unmarked Michael Lightburn. Lightburn looking to take the shot. His shot will rattle the crossbar. And Lightburn's on the ground holding his face. Again, I didn't see what happened there. But like maybe some more off-the-ball curriculars just by the reaction. But what a shot from Lightburn as keeper was not doing anything with that. Ball sent out here to Campbell Young. Young will try to cut inside on his right foot. Back to Nacho. And that, Ricardo Bocci, is why you are right back. Sorry. Wow, that was a banger of a shot from Mikey. Really enjoying kind of the freedom of that false nine as he's popping up all over the field. And also enjoying a good bit of space tonight. I will say I see him just coming off of those back two defenders, and no one's tracking him, and he's able to pick up the ball in a lot of space. He's too good a player to give that kind of space around the opponent's goal, and almost made him pay on that opportunity. Big shot there. Out some gravel. But Gaffa keeper picks it up. It looks like he'll punt it, sending it down the field. Boateng to Campbell Young. Out to Fontenot. Bocci, not sure what the thought was there. And that's the halftime whistle.
And we've reached the half.
So folks, we'll
With the score, your Pensacola Pelicans
go into
2,
halftime with the
Gaffa
Pelicans up
0.
2-0.
Got a few minutes to stretch your legs, fans. Don't forget to visit the concession stand or...
I'll be back with you on the stream in about 12, 13 minutes. Enjoy your first half. Or, excuse me, enjoy your halftime.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages, from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development. Don't miss your chance. Register now at OaklandBoysSoccerCamps.com. Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages, from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development. Don't miss your chance. Register now at OaklandBoysSoccerCamps.com. Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us.
Sir, I told you this, but Steve, I don't think I told you this one. This is oh, it's not. It won't hit. It's not going to hit that. It'll hit that out. If so, I would say Debbie told us not to. Yeah, because it's her. All right, so one of them, his big brother, his fraternity, and Davis played with him at and he got drafted in the TLfC in the first round. And we went down to Miami. I drove down and I flew Balin down because rumor had it that his buddy was going to get in. And he plays left back for NYCFC. So sure enough, 40, about 60 minutes, maybe 50 minutes in, right after the first half.
And we're back, folks. Second half underway.
So runs across the field, he's playing right in front of us.
Pelicans start down the right side with Fontenot. And it is official. It is final is 2-1 Union 10 in Daphne, and what I think many probably will find to be a bit of an upset. Although Union was 9-1 on the season, so they just hadn't played Tallahassee or Pensacola. But good chance there for Fontenot. It goes just wide. So Union 10 proving their mettle, proving their resume is not at all overblown, and they will take on the winner of tonight's match between Gaffa and Pensacola. If Pensacola holds on and stays on top, that means Union will be coming here, playing Sunday with a 6 o'clock kickoff. Oof. And if Gaffa should manage to come back and take the win, Union would host. Pensacola creates a turnover, picks up the ball, and they'll switch out to the left through Machado. Machado will continue his run. But Gaffa does a nice job seeing that one out for the goal kick. Young on the ball. We'll go out wide to Machado. We'll play back to Balin Young. Out to Cameron Young. Cameron Young back to Balin Young. Balin. He's been successful with that inside chop move quite a bit, but not that time. And that one, couldn't tell if he was offsides, but it's now one-on-one. Ribeiro and the Gaffa attacker. Ribeiro does enough to knock the ball loose, and Boateng cleans it up. Big switch out to Bocce with room to run. Bocce will take a touch into space. He'll find Gravel. Campbell Young out to Balin Young. That's goal picking up where they left off, attacking down that left side. The ball sent in to Lightburn. He's in there by himself though, and Boateng will send that one up to Bocce. Boateng will intercept that one. He'll switch to Machado. Campbell Young will switch to Fontenot. Fontenot tries to get past his man. Bocce on the overlap perhaps. Yep. Ball sent out to Bocce. Bocce looking to pick somebody out. Ball sent into Gravel. Gravel trying to find room to get the shot off. Campbell Young out to Machado. Machado. Lightburn. Ball at his feet. And he's not able to direct that one on net. He'll regret that one. And that ball will go out for a goal kick to Gaffa. Well, for counting chances, there was another good one. Not quite as clear cut as a lot of the other chances in the first half, but Lightburn will wish he had that one back. He just didn't get any purchase on that effort on goal. Miranda will win that contested header in the middle. Fontenot wins the second ball. Campbell Young takes a bump, but no call. Gaffa will send the ball up the right channel. Gaffa attacker gets on the end of it. He'll find his nice attack there from Gaffa. He's there, of course, still playing down a man, having had one sent off in the 20th minute. Gaffa working extra hard to keep the game respectable. Fontenot will look to switch, but that ball won't make it. And here comes Gaffa again, cut out by Miranda. Miranda will find Balin Young. Balin Young will switch into high gear, and he's on the attack. He'll find Fontenot out on the right side. Fontenot will pull it back. No one was there for the Pelicans making that near post run. Got to have that near post runner.
Second half corner kick. Brought to you by Morgan Stanley, the Kelly Group.
Lightburn. Send the ball in, low near post. Looks like Miranda ball jumps up, hits him in the hand, and free kick to Gaffa. They'll restart it quickly up their right side. Searching ball sent in. Bo will cut it out, but Gaffa will get the second ball. Gravel almost picked that one off. The ball will go all the way through to Gabby. Mendoza, a rare touch. We'll send it out to Machado. Pelicans attacking down this left side again. Machado to Young. Back to Machado. And back to Young. Young to Young. I don't know why that amuses me. Campbell Young will switch it over to Bocce. Lots of room out here. Bocce will find Gravel. Gravel will turn again. Lots of space. Gravel will fire that shot. Oh, my goodness. The deflection has the keeper frozen. He turns and watches the ball hit off of the inside of the post. That is the second piece of the goal the Pelicans have got tonight, and keeper not going to lay a hand on that one. Little good fortune for Gaffa. Looks like they'll make a substitution here early in the second half. Number 11 heading off, and don't see the number yet of the Gaffa player who's come on, but Gaffa player flicks that one. Miranda picks up the ball. He'll start the attack for the Pelicans. His pass does not connect, and Gaffa a little possession here in the Pelican third. Really like to see the Pelican senior players kind of take control here as that ball sent in across. Mendoza with sure hands. He'll pick up the ball, pick up the cross, I should say. He'll start it out here on the right side to feed a Bocce. Bocce will carry. He's got Fontenot up ahead of him. Fontenot back to Bocce. Into Campbell Young. He'll flick it around the corner to Gravel. Gravel will beat one. He looks to line up the shot. Campbell Young stumbles over the ball. Gets back up. Looking to turn or create. Nothing for, he'll find Gravel. Gravel attacking. Fires one. Keeper does well to save. Second chance. Not home. That ball sent long. Mendoza will pick that one up. Good job by Mendoza there, playing sweeper keeper. Ball sent out to Bocce. Again, lots of space down this right side. He'll find Lightburn. Lightburn will look to connect with Gravel, but Miranda. Lightburn out to Fontenot. Pelicans looking for opportunity to penetrate here. Ball bounced around. Lightburn. He'll find Young at the top of the box. Just a little miscontrol. Out to Balin Young. Balin will cut in on his right. He'll reverse field. Left-footed shot. Oh my goodness. Another one where keeper is rooted, perhaps rooted because he knew that one was going wide, but if that one's on frame, he is not saving that one. Beautiful night here in Pensacola, Ashton Brosnaham Stadium. Got the full moon just coming up, little clouds. Nice crowd here tonight to witness this conference semifinal between Pensacola and Gaffa. Gaffa making another substitution here, another couple substitutions it looks like. As we know, their players are working extra hard down a man. Couple substitutions, as I said, for Gaffa. A couple Pelicans I see kind of stretching out over there, so won't be surprised if Coach Logan rotates his squad here a little bit. Pensacola, quite frankly, could use a little kick in the butt. I called them out in the first half, and they responded, and starting the second half, again, a little lackadaisical. You've got a 10-man Gaffa really kind of holding their own here. You should really see Pensacola taking charge of the game. Gaffa free kick just inside the Pensacola half. They send a bunch of players forward. Good ball in. Gaffa player gets his head on it, but just a little too high for him to be able to direct it on goal. Boateng up to Bocce. Send Fontenot in. Fontenot on the chase. Fontenot will beat his man. And connect with Gravel. Look to shift it from left to right. But his shot, not what he was hoping for, as that ball goes wildly wide of the net. Lightburn with the interception. Pensacola on the attack. Ball played out wide to Balin Young. Young tries to find Lightburn, but the sliding Gaffa defender.
That's another Morgan Stanley that
prevents the chance, but out for a corner kick. Pensacola. As per usual tonight, Lightburn with the corner. He'll send it short. Campbell Young, and looks like Pensacola is going to work it around after sending their center backs forward. You know, when you're a center back, you kind of hate this because you've made that run. You expect to get the ball. And Pensacola will earn a free kick here on the right side, so those center backs can stay forward. Or not. Boateng making his way back. Looks like Ribeiro staying up. Comes Machado to take this free kick. Folks on the stream, again, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying tonight's match between Pensacola and Gaffa. Machado whips that one in. Oh, my. Looked like Fontenot got the flick on it. Plenty of pace, but just wide of that far post. Another good chance there. Goes begging. And the score remains 2, Pensacola, Gaffa 0. Ball sent up the right side, but out for a Pensacola throw. Throw in. Knocked out again. Another Pensacola throw. Quick restart. Young. Find Miranda. Miranda looking to line one up, and his shot will go over everything. The goal, the fence, the house. The Jets might be looking to sign Miranda. Sorry, Nacho. Not your best effort on goal. Looks like Gaffa will make another substitution here. No reason not to leave it all out on the field for Gaffa. It's playoff time, and it's one and done. So even though they're down a man, I imagine they'll give it their best here. Should create some opportunities for Pensacola. Yellow card to Miranda there is a heavy collision with the Gaffa midfielder.
Hey, Barbara, love you.
Free kick Gaffa just inside their own half, and they'll restart it short. Nope. They didn't restart it. Ball sent long. Mendoza comes out, cuts it off, and he'll watch it go out for a goal kick. Here comes the first substitution for Pensacola. And let's see what we got here. It looks like Machado coming off. And this could be our new addition, Sebastian Ruiz Hurst, I think, coming on. And also Nacho, who just picked up his yellow card, will come off. And Retson, I decided last week we're just going to go with Retson, since I struggle with the last name, coming on. Bocce will find Lightburn. He'll find Young. Out to Sebastian Ruiz. He'll find far post. Keeper makes a hash of that one. Boy, Pensacola really not taking advantage of their opportunities there. Disappointing. But credit to Gaffa. After the keeper gave up a good chance, Gaffa defenders scramble and they keep the ball out of the net. Ribeiro showing a little class there. Goes by relatively easily. And Pensacola will slow it down. Third goal would do a lot, I think, to maybe crush the spirits a bit and kind of lock this one up for Pensacola. Good chance there. And little pushing and shoving there between Bocce and number 7. Referee's quick to come over and give both of them a yellow card. I suppose after the earlier shenanigans in the game, the referees got not a lot of tolerance for any off-the-ball kind of stuff. So can't speak for the Gaffa players, but I'd like to see the Pensacola players keep their head here. And the last thing we need is to have an important player like Bocce get a red card and be forced to miss any upcoming games should the Pensacola Pelicans hang on here. So hopefully, again, we'll have a little leadership here and players will calm down and the referee is checking to see if player had a prior yellow card. I'm not sure what he's doing. A long conversation, and I guess that's it. Out of all that, we've got a free kick to Gaffa. Need to see some composure here from the Pelicans. No need to get into a little chippy game or anything like that. Ball's played through. Good effort by Gaffa there as they look to turn, and there's a shot. I believe that's the first shot from Gaffa. And folks, you can kind of feel it growing here as Pelicans really need to put their foot on this game and up a man. They should have the ability to keep the ball and kind of take the life out of this Gaffa team. But again, credit to Gaffa for fighting and really, frankly, having the best of it for the last 5 or 10 minutes. Pelicans will start up their left side. There's Retson on the ball. He'll switch over to Bo. Dabby with the ball at his feet. Sends it out wide. Newcomer Sebastian. He'll spring into the attack. He'll go by one fairly easily. Gets his head up. Plays the ball back, but it's cut out. Unfortunate. Pelicans get the throw. Ball goes into Retson's feet. Retson finds Lightburn. Lightburn tries to connect. Retson does a good job of cleaning up and getting the loose ball. Pelicans. Retson over to Campbell Young. Campbell Young loses the ball. Mendoza is way out of his goal. And a shot on goal. Mendoza called into action with a very nice save. Again, you can just see it happening out there. Pelicans are not playing at the level that we have come to expect from them. Really allowing Gaffa to have belief, stick around in this game. This game should be put away. But it is far from over here, folks. Driven ball. Boateng with the commanding header. Ball's cleared out. But Gaffa again on the attack. And looks like a yellow card. I believe that's the second yellow card. For number 9, that should be a red card. Maybe I'm wrong. That's number 20. Yep, just one. But again, Pensacola living on the edge here in a game that they shouldn't be living on the edge in. Third goal would do the Pelicans a world of good here. Let's see if they can get it. Here's Campbell Young. He'll find Balin Young. Attacking down this left side again. Balin will try to find Lightburn, but his pass is cut out. And there's Gaffa with the ball again. Somehow they've got runners with plenty of space, even though they're down a man. Bocce, he'll cut that one out. Gaffa throw. Yeah, looks like we'll get to a hydration break. Pelicans, dare I say it, clinging to a 2-0 lead at this point.
Reached our second half hydration break. And once again, a big shout out and thanks to our friends from Blue, CPM, and SPN Southland who are enjoying the match over in the SEC building.
They didn't have an orange Gatorade for me.
Where are you tapping out?
He turned down Harvard.
That sounds like that's really not a good fit for him.
You may be all the fields we play on, just like this. Yeah, sure. Especially the one out at Ellison Industrial.
And then what's in the Nautilus? The Nautilus. That's one of the things that the new president.
Do you remember that time we were playing
Like
Gulf
because that
Breeze
matters. It won't
during the
cause
game?
crack time.
Do you remember Jessica? She was stuck until you guys got too big.
But she still hung in there. She never played. She never.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, you know, I think she like
But I remember about this. She changed the goalie shirt and everything. I can't watch it and do it.
All right, here we go. Let's see if Coach Logan had some motivation words of motivation for Pelicans. Again, Gaffa on the attack. Ball sent out wide. Gabby. Finds the feet of Sebastian Ruiz. Ruiz to Young. Young to Redson. He'll find Axel Gravel. Bocce in space out on the right. Bocce will go by one. He'll find Fontenot. Fontenot got his head up. He'll send the ball far post to Young. Young lays it back, and Campbell Young will not be able to duplicate his first half strike and sends that one well over the goal. Pelicans still searching for that third goal. Redson bring that loose ball. Gaffa winning a lot of these 50-50 balls now where they weren't earlier. So and another long ball here. Looks like Gabby will come collect that one. Not too much trouble. It'll take his time. Like to see the Pelicans just get on with it here. No reason to be wasting time, frankly. They're up a man, and we saw earlier in the game they have the skill and ability to really dominate the game. It's, I think, a bit of a mentality thing at this point. Let's go swing it back through Mendoza. Ruiz to Campbell Young. Nope. Balin Young. And offsides.
No, Balin wasn't offsides. He would not do that. He wouldn't try to take advantage of the other team.
Ball sent long. Boateng will win the header there. Foul called on Redson. Free kick Gaffa. Again in the Pelicans half. Ball sent into the Pelicans box. They'll win the first header. Here comes Redson on the breakout, showing some of that pace that we saw in the last game. Chop it back though and hold it up. Redson and Gravel, a two-man game. Bocce. Boateng. Bocce. Redson. Lightburn. Got Fontenot in some space. Fontenot sends that across to Campbell Young, out to Balin Young. Back to Sebastian. Pensacola keeping possession. It's good to see. Retson, fine. Boateng. Boateng will find. Fontenot drives to the inside. Fontenot binds with Retson. Retson maybe looking for a shot. Shows his strength there. Balin Young on the ball. He looks to whip one in. His shot sails over the top of the net. And it looks like we'll bring up another Pensacola substitution. It looks to be Fontenot heading towards the bench. On a slow jog. See who's coming on for Pensacola. Pensacola looks like, who went off there? Looks like Ribeiro went off, and you got Retson dropping into the center back position. And he promptly gives up a corner kick. So
Corner kick brought to you by
for Gaffa.
Morgan Stanley, the Kelly Group.
Pensacola. Allowing Gaffa to hang around. They say 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in soccer. Hopefully Pensacola is not going to allow that to prove correct tonight. Corner kick to Gaffa. They crowd the box. Ball sent in with pace. Cleared away. Sent back in. Finds a Gaffa head. Pensacola frankly fortunate that there's gravel. Switch over to Young. Young's first touch, a good one. Sebastian Ruiz with the overlap. Ruiz will cut that one back. And the shot is sent right at the, although credit to the Gaffa keeper, sent at him, but it was struck with some pace. He makes the save. Pensacola lets Gaffa off again. And Gaffa player stays down in the box. Referee chooses stop the play. Not sure what we're doing here on the restart, as Pensacola clearly had the ball, so clearly should be their ball. I'm really not sure what the referee is doing here. Seems to be allowing Gaffa just to send it long. Okay, sends it back to Pensacola, but not exactly where they were, but that's okay. Onward we go. Retson will switch it out here to Bocci. Bocci combined with Lightburn. Ball back. Fine. Chicharello. Cheech. Goes cross. He's looking for axle gravel there. Bocci with little Maradona. We'll find Balin Young. Cut inside. Ball sent in. Chicharello just a little high. And it'll end up being a goal kick for Gaffa.
Never ask a question you don't know. And no use here. No use here.
Throw in to Gaffa here in the 84th minute.
Yeah, you know, I mean, any lawyer tells you he really trying cases to be lying or he's lost his mind.
Ball is flicked, and Mendoza called into action again. That probably his best save of the game. Just a long throw causing problem for the Pelicans. Mendoza with a fine save there. Just touches the ball away from his net. Here's Kamara. Kamara's ball up to Gravel. Gravel one-on-one. Pelicans streaming forward. 3-on-3 now. 4-on-3 if they can take advantage. Gravel beats one, cuts it back. And Pelicans just not sharp here in the second half as they miss an absolute sitter there. Kamara sends that one high over the net. He'll beat one. We'll find Campbell Young into Lightburn. Back to Kamara. Kamara back to Retson. Retson out to Bocci. Boateng, Campbell Young, Sebastian Ruiz, Hurst, out to Balin Young, back to Campbell Young, into Gravel. Nice turn there. Gravel looking for the shot, and another shot sent far over the bar. Pelicans looking probably at this point just to get through this one is really a contrast to their last match against Suigans where they were clicking and finishing everything. A bunch of just brilliant goals. Tonight, they have not been very sharp. This ball sent in to Gravel. Gravel one-on-one. His cross looking for Balin Young. Go all the way through to Sebastian Ruiz.
I'm double guilty.
and Gaffa can come back from a 3-goal deficit in the next minute or so. Pensacola will be hosting here at home Sunday, July 13th with a 6 o'clock kickoff time. Make sure that you get here, mark your calendars. Of course, subscribe, like, and subscribe. So if you can't make it here to the park, that at a minimum you're watching on the stream. It will be Pensacola's first time playing Union this season, at least the senior team. The academy team played them a couple times. So it'll be a new opponent, new challenge. Should be very exciting. Looking forward to it, and hope you'll be able to join us, preferably in person, but if not, on the stream. Credit to Gaffa battling till the end. You know, down a player, and they're still going into tackles on a full-throated basis, and they're on the attack here. 93rd minute, 92nd minute. Goal kick, Pensacola. No audio. Okay. Well, if there's no audio, that means I'm talking to myself. I hope that all of this amazing commentary has not been wasted on myself. Oh, the audio's back. Okay, good. Glad to hear. Wasn't a whole lot of stoppages here in the second half, so I imagine we probably aren't looking at too much more time as Pensacola hanging on. Pensacola with a comfortable 3-0 lead, although, again, credit to Gaffa for making it less than comfortable. Hudson wins that header. But look at Gaffa still on the attack. If you're a Gaffa fan, you know, lots to be proud of in their performance tonight. They've faced an uphill battle, but battle they have, so kudos to you, Gaffa. Max Pena-Bew on the field. I didn't see who he came on for. Maybe Gravel. Looks like perhaps Gravel. Pelicans rotating through their players. And there's the final whistle, folks. Pelicans will claim the victory in the first semifinal of the Gulf Coast Division of the League for Clubs. And that means your Pelicans will host Union 10 Sunday in the conference final, 6 o'clock here at Ashton Brosnaham Stadium. Pelicans looking to keep the fight alive, the journey alive, the drive to Dallas alive. So thank you so much for joining us on our journey. We'll hopefully see you here Sunday. And if not here, we'll join you on the stream. Thanks for following along. Have a great night. Signing off here in Pensacola at Ashton Brosnaham Stadium with the Pelicans claiming the victory 3-0.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 5